Let's not be afraid to discuss the place of humanity in the universe. When it comes to astronomy, it gives us some comprehension of the workings of stars, galaxies, and planets, etc. But its greatest value lies in what it teaches us about ourselves. With humans having surveyed astronomical knowledge, we have come to better understand our position in nature. To some, the word nature conjures up visions of little rabbits hopping in a field dotted with wildflowers. To others, nature is the oceans of the world that are filled with creatures struggling to survive. Still others think of nature as windswept mountaintops of rock and ice. As diverse as these images are, they are all earthbound. Having studied astronomy, we can now view nature as a beautiful and wondrous mechanism composed of matter and energy interacting according to simple rules to form galaxies, stars, planets, mountaintops, oceans, and yes, even little hopping rabbits in a field dotted with wildflowers. The most important astronomical lesson is that we are a small but important part of the universe. Most of the universe is lifeless. The vast reaches between the galaxies are empty of all but the thinnest gases, and the stars, which contain most of the mass in the universe, are much too hot to preserve the chemical bonds that are necessary for life to survive and to develop. Only on the surfaces of other planets, where temperatures are moderate, could atoms link together to form living matter. Life is special, which makes intelligence precious. The universe contains many planets devoid of life. Planets where the wind has blown unfelt for billions of years. There are planets in the universe where life has developed but has not become complex. On some of these planets, creatures may watch the passing days, unaware of their own existence. It therefore is intelligence that gives meaning to the landscape. Science is the process in which intelligence tries to understand the universe. Science is not the invention of new devices or processes. It does not create home computers, cure the mumps, or manufacture plastic spoons. That is engineering and technology. The adoption of scientific understanding for practical purposes. Science is understanding nature, and astronomy is understanding nature on the grandest of scale. Astronomy is the science by which the universe, that is, a part of, and has created, intelligent beings such as ourselves, trying to understand its own existence. As the primary intelligent species on this planet, we are custodians of a priceless gift, a planet filled with living things. This is especially true if life is rare in the universe. In fact, if the Earth is the only inhabited planet, as many religious peoples claim, then our responsibility is overwhelming. In any case, we are the only creatures who can take action to preserve the existence of all life on Earth. And, ironically, our own actions are the most serious hazards. The future of humanity is not secure. We are trapped on a tiny planet with limited resources and a population growing faster than our ability to produce food. In our efforts to survive, we have already driven some creatures to extinction and now threaten many others. If our civilization collapses, or our race destroys itself somehow, the only good thing is that the rest of the creatures on Earth will survive better in our absence. But even if we control our population and conserve and recycle resources, life on Earth is doomed. In 4.5 billion years, our sun will swell into a red giant star, incinerating the Earth. However, Earth will be lifeless long before that. Within the next billion years from now, the slowly growing sun will have expanded by 10%, making it too hot on Earth for life to survive, boiling its atmosphere away and oceans away. Earth, like everything else in the universe, is only temporary. To survive, humanity must eventually leave Earth and search for other habitable planets. This all might seem a depressing prospect, but a few factors are comforting. First, everything in the universe is temporary. Stars die, galaxies die, people die. That our distant future is limited only assures us that we are a part of a much larger whole. Second, we have a billion years to prepare. And a billion years is a very long time. To suppose that a billion years from now we will still be the dominant species on Earth, or the sole intelligence on Earth, is the ultimate in arrogance. We cannot save our race for all eternity, but we can behave as dependable custodians of our planet, preserving it, admiring it, and trying to understand it. That calls for changes in our behavior towards one another and towards other living things, and our attitude towards our planet's resources. We and our civilization are precious. We have the gift of intelligence, and that is the finest thing this planet has ever produced.